have a really cool guitar to demo for you. This is 1963 or 1964 Fender King acoustic guitar. And why did I say 63 or 64? Well, because it's hard to date these. They have their own serial number system on the unique kind of back plates they have. So based on the specs, we would say 63, 64. So what can we say about these guitars? Well, around 63 or so, I think, Fender started making acoustic guitars. And they tried to apply some of their electric principles to the acoustics, most notably the bolt-on neck. Yes, it's a bolt-on neck. Didn't catch on all that well. You see a whole range of guitars in the lineup. This is the best sounding, the coolest of the bunch. It's the Fender King. There you can see the logo, Fender King. Used by Buck Owens, Elvis Presley, later called the Kingman. Couple cool things about this guitar. A number of important Fender parts on here. You got Fender strap buttons that would be the same on electric guitars of the period. You also have these tuners, which we call single line cloisons or cloisons. Those tuners sell with the bushings and screws intact for about, I've sold them for $600 or more. So there's a lot of value just in the tuners. Brazilian rosewood fretboard and clay dots because it's pre-transition. The neck also is like electric guitar neck. It feels like one. It's got that mid-60s Fender C shape to it. You know, that late 63, early 64 profile gives you a little more beef. So it feels and plays very much like an electric guitar neck. So that's kind of the main things that are unique about it. Also, this bridge, it's kind of a mustache-shaped bridge, and it's got adjustable saddles on it. You see adjustable saddles on some acoustics, not a lot from this era, but they are adjustable. You got little screws on the end. You can adjust the intonation, and that kind of is what it is. So this guitar has had some regular kind of servicing to it. The first 4 frets were replaced at some point. The frets have all been leveled and crowned and polished, so they all look nice and smooth now. The bridge had lifted, which is very common on acoustic guitars. In time, all bridges are going to lift. And it was re-glued at one time, but very poorly. So I had my luthier fix that and re-glue it. And this area here under the saddles, it's a very, very thin piece of rosewood. We repaired that because that had basically come off when the bridge lifted. So that's repaired. The pickguard is not original to this guitar, but it is from another Fender King of the same time period. Somebody had put a clear pickguard on this that is the right spec and shape, but of course it should be this pickguard here. So it's an era correct pickguard. It's exactly the one that would have come with the guitar during the time period. So let's just finger pick a little bit. We'll talk a little more about the instrument after that. So again, a really cool, kind of quirky, unique piece. If you're a Fender collector, this is definitely something that will appeal to you. If you like vintage guitars and want something unique, this will definitely be there as well. It sounds, again, the best of the Fender acoustics because of the big dreadnought-sized body. Another highlight of this guitar is there's no cracks or breaks on it and no structural repairs like that, which is quite amazing because most of the time, because of how these structurally are made, you see a lot of them with cracks because they just weren't taken care, and they weren't taken care of that well. Yeah, it's a fabulous instrument. It comes with an aftermarket TKL hard shell case, which is really nice to protect the guitar. So it's a circa 1963-64 pre-CBS Fender King acoustic guitar.